I'm in the urologist's office and I'm getting ready to have a cystoscopy. That is when they go into your bladder and they look at your bladder, you know, with a little camera. And I've chosen to film this because when I went looking for information about this from the patient's aspect, there wasn't a lot of videos out there. So I thought, why not put mine out there? So I'm going to introduce you to my doctor here, and he is going to talk about my test. You're going to see it up on this TV screen right here. So I'll talk to you when it's over, and I'll tell you how it felt. So here's my doctor.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Nemo. I'm a board certified urologist that practices here at NEO Urology in Youngstown, Ohio. And today I am going to be performing an office cystoscopy. So Michelle is a patient of mine and has a history of meatal stenosis. We want to make sure that she doesn't need a urethral dilation, but we're going to start by doing a cysto. Common lay terms is a cysto, where we take a little scope into the bladder, make sure that the bladder looks good on the inside. Very well tolerated office-based procedure. We do it quite commonly, and it's a very diagnostic procedure, but can be therapeutic in some instances. First thing we do is just clean you off, okay? And then
we're going to relax.
Yeah, and just keep it relaxed. I promised her that going to the dentist was worse, and that's the worst part, okay? You're going to feel like you have to go to the bathroom here. So the scope goes in. You can see I put some air bubbles in. That's pretty normal. We start here. We come back to the bladder neck and we look down first. And the first thing we do, if you look, there's a little slit there. That's the ureteral orifice on the right side. And then there's the ureteral orifice on the left side. And what we do is we sweep the scope around, all the way around. We want to make sure we get every ounce of that mucosa. I'm looking for stricture, scar tissue, stones, inflammation, but more importantly, cancer. We see a lot of bladder cancer. That's called retroflexion of the scope. I'm looking back on itself. I'm going to turn the water off so you don't feel like you have to urinate. And that's the bladder neck, and I want to make sure that I don't see anything abnormal there, which it looks totally normal. The other good news is, in your case, because many years ago by another urologist you were dilated, I want to make sure this urethra doesn't need dilation. It can fit my scope without any problems, and you don't need dilated.
That was it?
That's all.
That wasn't bad at all.
That's great. All right.
So my test is over, and it wasn't bad at all. So if you were nervous about having this test, don't be. It felt kind of like a little pinch going in, and that was it. And it kind of, it felt like I had to urinate maybe halfway through, but as you see, it didn't take very long at all. It was like he went in there and saw what he had to see and then immediately, you know, exited. But it wasn't bad at all. I think I was more nervous than anything. You don't need to be nervous. So if you need this done, do not worry. It's not a scary procedure. Just get it done. It's important for your own health to go get something like this done. If you have any problems, the doctor will be able to see it and you'll be able to take care of those. So take care of your own health, and thank you, Dr. Mimo, for sharing my visit with everyone.